Welcome to Shop Adventures number 6. I'm Lance, that's Patrick behind the camera. In this week's topics, we're going to cover why it is we polish each individual component of a micro machine. What is it that we're looking for? You'll discover that when you see this video. And then I get caught like a big rat. There's a hint. I'm searching through, I know Pat's been buying for decades vintage old stock, new old stock. So I know he has this whole stack of motors in these brand new boxes, and they're all American made and they're beautiful. So I know that we need one for our vintage drill press, the German one we painted green that we no longer have to do any more painting on. And I'm going to need a motor for that because, you know, last week we made the bronze bushings for that drill press, and we have all the bushings, bearings, felts, nuts, bolts, set pins, screws, you name it, for our 11 lathes, for our Flume watchmaker's lathe, for our little indicator stand, and the indicator we're rebuilding like watchmakers know how to do, and this vintage drill press. So that motor was the only thing we needed, and I got caught finding the motor. Well, I wanted one that matched the era. About 100 years old is the drill press. That's the motor we were looking for, but brand new. Wow, what a tough find. Pat explains that motor in great detail after I found it, and he's agreed we could use it for the drill press. That means we have every part we need to start the rebuilding process of these machines, and we're really excited. This is where we're going to shine. Our first process is to rebuild the headstocks on the lathes and rebuild the drill press, spindle stuff and stuff like that. And that's where we're going to start at, and then we're going to do the full assembly. Then after these full assemblies, we're going to do some tight tolerance testing to be sure these machines can maintain really good repeatability. Because what all of these machines are going to do is they're going to make a product we're going to be offering on YouTube to you. And I hope you'll like what we build. We have started the drawings. The drawings are kind of complete. We've beat each other up over how it should have this feature or that feature, this nut or that bolt. It's a fantastic looking product, but now that terrible looking drawing that I've drawn and Pat's drawn all over it is now being done as a CAD drawing by Pat on the computer. So we look forward to making this product for you, but for now, let's get past all the rebuilding the machines. Let's have some fun doing that, and we'll share all of our little secrets about pressing bushings and bearings in, and I kind of enjoy it, so they're going to look like brand new cars on a car lot when we get done, we hope. Let's have some fun, shall we? Thank you.
Hey buddy, what are you polishing?
Oh, okay, well, for right now we're polishing the original components to the German drill press. We've discovered over the years that by doing the polishing, we get really close and we get to see any cracks, flaws, dents, and dings. We then, because anyone can turn a pulley, anybody can machine a bushing, a bearing, whatever going on here, shaft. And what we've come to realize is we actually want to salvage all the original components of the machine. We want this vintage machine to have its vintage parts. And so long as they work still and they're accurate and that we can hold the precision tolerances we want to hold, then they're perfectly fine being used. I mean, if you look at this right here, you'll see there's a big notch missing. That's not going to affect this pulley in one bit. This is an idler pulley arm, by the way. And so, and while we're gun-ho Louie around here talking about German machines all day, that's just one of what we have. We have smaller tools from France. We have beautiful machinery from England, and we have some awesome Swiss-made machines. And of course, don't forget, some of our most machines we have, and our biggest part of our working force of machines here is the Levin & Son Company's lathes. We have a lot of those, and those are made right here in California, in the United States of America. So that's what I'm working on, and that's our theory around here. You keep polishing, you find any flaws, that's what we correct or fix if we need to, and we refurbish these machines and make them perfect, like new as we can get them.
I think I hear a rat over here.
Oh.
Hey, what are you doing in my motor collection?
Oh, uh-oh. I've been caught. Found you. Well, I'm trying to go through your new old stock and find me a motor for that micro drill press, the German-made one. And I'm hoping that we can find one that's from the right era. And I found one I really like. But these are all new old stock, so I'm trying to find the right year and era. So I found this one, and I was trying to find your favorite one so I could take it from you. That's the truth. Oh, how's this open? There you go.
Why do you like this one?
Well, it's got these adorable, it's just a little pudgy, and it has to fit on our 18 by 12 inch, because the micro drill press mounts on the 12 by 18 inch maple board, and it has to be portable. So this motor is small enough that I think it can mount on there and still mount the drill press at the same time, and the pulley system and what have you, and some accessories. So why don't you can you tell us a little bit more about this particular motor that I like? It looks like it's from the right time frame.
Sure. First off, the motor you selected is actually from Bodine Motors, and they're right here, I believe, in California, and they're still in business today, and they actually still make the motors here in the U.S. And let me pull this out first. Yeah, the reason why I really like your choice is because just like the micro drill press, this motor uses bronze bearings as well. And if you notice, just like the micro drill press, it has these little oil cups. So after, or actually before each use, we have to be sure we put maybe 2 drops of oil in each of these oil cups. There's actually 2. There's one on each side, here and here. So when we oil these, we got to make sure we also oil the micro drill press, just to make sure the spindle's lubricated and that the motor's lubricated as well.
Okay, so why do we have so many of these motors around here? That's a lot of motors to have.
Okay, well, I did buy, over the years, I did buy quite a few. And the reason being is, you know, when we acquire a machine tool, like let's take this one for example. This is a little German-made tapping machine, and I estimate this to be, what, 40, 50 years old. And when we buy a machine tool like this, we want to be, you know, we don't want to buy a brand new motor, because it's just not going to fit. It's just not going to be the same era. And we've tried really hard to match the motor with the era of when the machine tool was made. So that's why over the years I've just bought a lot of old stock motors, and in every size too. You know, we have everything from 1/8 horsepower, 1/50th horsepower, and I'll even grab, this is one of my favorites.
Let's see what we got.
Because you never know, you know, we may acquire a little tiny machine tool, and you just never know, you know, you may just need a little tiny motor. And let's see if I can grab this. And what's this? Yeah, this is a 126 horsepower DC motor. And that's the other thing is, when I buy motors, I really try hard to buy DC motors. Okay, if it's a really old motor, you aren't going to find DC. You're going to find universal, which is AC and DC, and that's fine as well. I really don't like the AC motors because you have much better speed control when the motor is a DC motor. So there you go.
Hey, we hope you enjoyed this week's video, and please don't hesitate to subscribe. And did you know, we really do value getting those comments. We love to answer any question you may have for us. Thank you.